Hello, my amazing artists. Are you ready to create? Here we go. Let's do our motto first. Repeat after me. Good, better, best. Never let it rest until your good is better and your better is best. Okay, boys and girls, we are going to finish our penguins today. So the first thing we're going to do is Miss Bridget is going to hand you back your penguin, and we are going to color it first. What we need to color it today is we need our markers and some chalk, and we're going to use the chalk last. So the first thing we're going to do is color it with the markers. You can choose any colors you want. We're just going to color the hats, the beak, and the scarf, and the feet. So let's do the beak and the feet first. We're going to use orange for those, both of those. And then I'm gonna let you do the hat and the scarf, whatever colors you want. Make sure when you're coloring today with the markers, use kind of the side where it's nice and flat and you get all the white space filled in. Please don't scribble like this. No one wants to see that. You're in first grade. You should be doing it nice by now. Take your time. She can pause or stop this video at any time to let you catch up if you need to, okay? I'm gonna go quick, but I want you to go nice and slow. All right, then I'm going to color the hat and scarf whatever colors I want to. It's your choice. Let's see. I think I'm gonna do this hat, maybe the ball of the hat green. And I think I'm gonna do every other stripe green. And I'm gonna make the hat and the scarf match. So I'm gonna do this down here too. Let's see, I think I'm gonna do pink. What do you think about that? Right. Oh, it looks kind of red. I will. And then I'm going to also color this top of the hat. That's probably gonna take the longest, so I'm gonna make that be the last part I do. And let's see, I think I'm gonna do that green. I think I'm gonna do that yellow. And I wanna make sure I color this whole hat. All right. I'm not scribbling. I can go fast. I've done this a lot. This isn't my first rodeo. But I want you to take your time and go a little slower. And then when I get done with my coloring, that is all I'm gonna do with the markers. And you're welcome to pause the video right here. All right, after I'm done with the markers, then I'm gonna take a piece of chalk and I'm gonna use light blue. You see that light blue? And I'm just gonna this is gonna help make my penguin look like he's actually round, like a real penguin. So on the sides of my face where I did that dark black, I'm just gonna make a thick, dark line with this light blue. So I'm pushing down kind of hard to make a line. In just a second, I'm gonna smear it like I did with the snow. I'm gonna do the same thing on his belly on the sides. I'm gonna do a thick line with this chalk and I'm pushing down kind of hard. Then I'm gonna use one finger, only one. And I'm just going to smear that chalk on both sides to make him just look a little bit more real and shadowed. Now he's got kind of a blue shadow from the blue snow that he lives on. Now I just have a little bit on my finger. It's not a big deal. You can get a wipey at the end of class. We're not gonna worry about it right now. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna cut our penguins out. Be really careful not to cut his feet off. Had a lot of kids do that last year. If you do, it's okay, we can glue them back on. But be really careful. You're just going around the outside of your penguin, around the outside of that black line. You don't wanna cut the black line off, okay? That's the outline of our penguin. Try not to cut his flippers off either. But like I said, if you do cut something like that off, it's not the end of the world. We're gonna glue him onto his background, so we can glue that back on if we need to. It's just way easier if we don't have to. Try not to cut the ball of the hat off. Go around it. Now I'm cutting pretty fast. I've cut this a lot of times before. Take your time. You have a lot of time. I'm not cutting the feet off. Okay, when I get done, I'm just gonna put this trash on the floor and I'll pick it up at the end of class. Okay, that's what your penguin should look like when you're done cutting it. You're welcome to pause the video right there to look at it. Okay, next what we're gonna do is we're gonna glue it. So Miss Bridges will hand you back your snowy backgrounds. We're gonna flip our penguins over. Now, when we glue, we don't wanna cover this whole, I'm gonna move this just so you can see what I'm talking about. I don't want to cover the whole back of the penguin with glue because that would waste a lot of glue. So I'm going to draw a yellow line. You don't need to do this. This is just for you to see where the glue should go. So look at where I'm putting this yellow line. It's around the outside of my penguin. Okay? And then I'm going to put a dot here and a dot here. That's the only spot that glue should go. You don't need to cover it with glue. We're just gonna quickly go around the outside with glue so that he sticks really, really well. Sorry, there's an announcement right now.
Type in the number of students that were absent today that didn't show up for your meet. We are waiting on Chick-fil-A.
Sorry, guys.
Here. When they get here, we're gonna call y'all
Pause
down,
it.
probably by hallways, to come down and get your food. It's in a box, so it's all boxed together, and we have water. I think I got some Coke, some Dr. Pepper, maybe Diet Coke.
This is what we're having for lunch today.
There are some of those drinks down there if any of those drinks are
We're very
your choice.
fancy.
But we will call you guys, start calling by hallways just whenever they get here. All right, thank you.
Okay, so where I put this yellow line, that's where the glue's gonna go. The glue doesn't need to look pretty. It doesn't need to be perfect. I don't want globs of glue or dripping. We don't want it seeping out, but you're gonna have to go quickly. If you take too long putting this glue on, it's gonna dry and then it's not gonna stick, okay? So look how fast I'm doing it. I'm not making it look perfect. I'm trying to get to the edges so that all the edges stick down. And then I'll put a little bit in the middle. Miss Bridges is gonna walk around and make sure you're not covering it with glue and wasting all of our glue, okay? So that was it. Did that take long? No. Then I'm gonna make sure my background is correct. My snow's at the bottom, my wind is at the top, and I am just going to glue my snowman down. He should fit on your paper. You don't want his feet hanging off or his hat hanging off if you don't have to. Now, if you have a piece like this sticking up, not a big deal, look. Just put a little bit of glue on the back of it and stick it down. You wanna make sure all your parts are glued down, and there you have it, your penguin on his snowy background. Okay, boys and girls, have fun.